Hey guys, it's me Abby and welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry I've been MIA and that's because I have a reason, okay? I'm moving out and I'm moving back to the Philippines for good. It's so sad, I know, but it's gonna be another story. I'm gonna be making a video about it, so stay tuned for that. And also, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to get approved your visa. And basically, this is just my story, like my encounter. I did my interview. This is my second J1 visa. And also, I wanted to share with you guys the story that, this students that got rejected when they were doing their interview. She was in front of me and I heard most of their conversation. So I'm going to tell you guys about it to avoid getting rejected, basically. So, all right. Okay. Like, first of all, you gotta wear something nice. I was wearing a blazer, I was wearing heels, I was wearing like basically a corporate attire because I came from a school where that's our uniform, so I used that to my interview. When I got there, there's gonna be a long line and you're required to be there 15 minutes before your interview, I guess. As far as I remember, that's what it says. I mean, your agency will tell you everything that you need to do and all the paperwork that you have to bring. Just make sure you have all those documents before going there. You don't want to forget anything because this is very, very important. If they ask you anything, you have to give that document, whatever they needed. So when I got there, there are like few students in front of me. They were also applying for a J1 visa, and there's this like windows of all the consoles and numbers, and then somebody's gonna guide you on which window you're gonna go to, or like which window you're gonna go to, basically. I just repeated myself, but anyway, so there was this student before me. She was literally having her interview and she was asked, hey, typically, hey, how are you? And I want you guys to say, hi, I'm doing great, thank you. Be warm, be open, don't be like, hey, how are you? Or like, hi, I feel shy. Like, don't be like that. Be confident. I want you guys to be confident when doing your interview. That way you wouldn't be looking suspicious, like, okay, you're applying for a visa going to the States. Like, if you're thinking of staying there illegally, obviously your body language will show itself and they would be like suspicious. Oh, they would actually might think that you wanted to do something bad, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so yeah, that's just like how I thought, that's just how I think, but whatever. So okay, when she was there, she was asked, okay, how are you? What are you gonna do in the States? And she was like, I'm gonna do my internship. And then the consul asked her, do you have relatives in the States? And she was like, yeah, I have a sister. And then for some reason, I think it's a she interviewed her. So for some reason, she found out that the sister was staying in the States illegally. So she said, oh, your sister, her visa got expired and she got married. I don't care how she has paperwork now, she's staying in the States, but she stayed there illegally for a long time. So that's kind of off for that girl, for the consul. She was like, I'm so sorry, I don't want you to make the same thing. I don't know, but I'm gonna reject you're not gonna get your visa. That's what she said. I heard literally everything because like every window has a speaker. Obviously, how are you gonna hear the consul? Some of it has, some of it I don't know, but I heard what she said. So after that, I was like, oh my god, she literally just got rejected and I felt so nervous, and now it was my turn. Okay, so when I got to the window, well, I went to a different window because for some reason, I don't know, they were trying to fix something there with her paperwork and stuff. So I went to another one and then I got a consul who's a guy. Trust me, when people told me, like a lot of stories I've heard is that when you get a male consul, it's much more, they're more chill, like they're super chill as hell. And like I heard the women interview that girl, and she was literally sounds like straight up woman, like, okay, what are you doing there? Like she literally sounds crazy, like not crazy but scary. I mean, it's scary, not crazy. And then I was like, okay, I'm really nervous inside. Trust me, my fats were shaking as hell, and I tried to look confident as much as possible, like, okay, ask me your questions, I'm gonna answer it, like that. So I was smiling as well, so you better smile. And the guy told me, hi, how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm good, how are you? So that's the first conversation. And then he asked me, okay, Abigail, what are you gonna do in the States? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna do my internship, my second internship actually. Okay, so what kind of job are you getting? Like, what kind of tasks you're gonna do? And I was like, well, I'm gonna be working in this company, and I'm gonna be working under the finance department. Basically, like checking all the charges, doing the balance sheet, charging the clients, and all other stuff that connects with doing accounting. And that's basically what I understood my task is gonna be. And then he was like, okay, how long are you gonna stay there for? Well, in my case, it's gonna be 1 year. As far as I know, it's gonna be a year. And yeah. And he was like, do you know if you're gonna get paid? I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get paid. I told him the amount of how much I'm gonna get paid. And then he asked me if I have a place to stay there, and I said no, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna get approved with this visa, but eventually if I do, I'm gonna find an apartment where I could pay online and reserve that room for me, so when I get there, it's easier for me to settle down and stuff. And he was like, okay, good luck on your internship. This will come to your mail 5 to 7 days, and that's it. So it was like pretty quick, honestly. I feel like it didn't even reach like 5 minutes or 8 minutes, honestly. He didn't even ask for my financial documents and stuff, about my school, if it's related, like where's my paperwork from school and stuff. So I don't know, he just approved it. That's it. It was pretty quick. I asked some of my friends, they said the same thing. Those are like the typical questions they would ask. But if I were you guys, do research, like what are some of the questions that your consul might ask you during your visa interview, and make sure that you know what you're gonna say, you know what kind of job you're getting, you know your training plan and stuff, because you're gonna be asked about it, like how much you get paid, how much, like how long is your working hours. Well, actually, I actually just remembered now, he asked me how long do I work, like what hours do I work. I said 9 to 5 p.m. So those typical words. It's gonna be easy. Just make sure that you don't have any intention in like staying in the States illegally. And if you know that you're thinking of staying in the States and like using this opportunity, this J1 visa, and then live there for good, and I don't know, whatever you're gonna do, get married or something, then there's a high chance that you're gonna get caught, because you're gonna be so nervous. And trust me, I know some people who got rejected. I know their stories, and you wouldn't want that to happen to you, because it's gonna be a record. Like, they would know if you got rejected on this one, there's a high chance you're gonna be rejected on the second application you're gonna go to. So just make sure you know your intention. Your intention is good. I don't know why, for some reason I'm just remembering all the questions he asked me, but there was another question that I was asked, and it was, what are you gonna get out from this internship? What are you gonna do? So I said, well, honestly, I feel like working and doing your internship abroad is really different from working in your home country, because when you work from somewhere else, and it's like you get to learn even more. Like, you have no idea how their culture, their environment is like. So I would want to apply that to our business, because my family has a business, and I would want to take over and apply those things that I've learned to our company, basically. So that thing that I said just shows that I have great ties in the Philippines, that I'm literally coming back because my family has a business. So make sure you're gonna prove to them that you're gonna come back, and you have ties, you're not planning on, you know, staying in the States like illegally, obviously you don't want to do that. And yeah, basically that's it. We're gonna break down everything that I said earlier. So first, make sure you dress nicely. Second, make sure that you act like you're super confident, even if you're not. You're nervous, you're like, you don't even talk in front of other people, you never did public talk, like public speak or anything, or like interviews before. But trust me, you gotta learn how to look confident. At least okay, like know what your training plan says, because obviously they're gonna ask you all the information about your internship, and they don't know that. They're gonna go through your training plan and they're gonna ask you some stuff. They wouldn't read it all, everything. So make sure you know what you're gonna do, what position, how much your salary is, what time and hours your work is gonna be. And also make sure that you have no intent in staying for good in the States illegally. So I guess that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to touch all your questions and like be able to, you know, you guys at least have an idea. If you've never had visa interview, well, I hope I was able to widen your knowledge at least. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.